twin brothers, two prodigies with endless potential.
Nade is ready for this, and you better run for your goddamn life.
Oh,
What? Nade somehow wins the fight.
Handyy goes for the retake. The beepers give away his position. He gets the flame! The sound cue falls on deaf ears!
Their skill meant they were destined to compete.
This storyline is absolutely amazing. We've got two twin brothers.
And yet, no one expected just what kind of magic they could make when they finally faced off.
The script writer for this match is a very sick individual. It's down to Handyy, and Philippox goes hunting. Kit not with him. Handyy! I love this match. I love this game. And look who's still alive on the other side. It's his brother, Handyy. Nade. Oh! You know, shuts down his brother. Oh! We will look back at that round in many years to come.
Okay, so before we get into it, I hope you'll take a moment to like the video if you enjoy it, and if you haven't already, sub to the channel. And listen, the weather's gonna be warming up soon if you're on the upper half of the planet, so check out our new merch line and touch grass in style. Felipe Nade Saferera and Tiago Handyy Saferera were born on April 23rd, 2004. And like a lot of kids nowadays, they were really into video games pretty early on. As their father told Siege.gg, the kids' childhood fascination with their Xbox eventually turned into an obsession with Ubisoft's FPS hit Rainbow Six Siege. And they were pretty damn good. So good, in fact, that the brothers were tapped to play on the same roster called Kids Team in 2020 when they were only 17, but were disqualified from competition due to their age. But in 2022, Handyy went to Furia, and Nade wasn't too far behind, joining Black Dragons a few months later. So both twin brothers were now set to compete in Brazil's BR6 League, and both of them made quite an impression. Nade specifically was showing that he could absolutely frag out even while playing support operators, catching the eye of observers early in the stage.
O Luquid já faz a eliminação pra cima do Pérez e olha a marcação do Nade agora no rapel. Tem informação do jogador, já conseguiu pegar mais uma eliminação. Nade marca, procura, tá difícil a situação pra ele vai abrindo o pixel, 15 segundinhos, encontra o primeiro, faz a eliminação, come ali a parte da lareira, tem o trem também, marcação do Falls do outro lado, ele já sabe da posição, consegue eliminar, triple kill dele.
Nade had taken the previous year off, so the fact that he was able to basically learn on the fly was really impressive. At one point, Nade was one of the highest rated players in the Brazilian league, and he was a big factor when Black Dragons finished top 8 at the Jönköping Major at the end of the year.
Herds, regardless, though, has reached the case position, going to be able to jump onto it. Fury to his left side for the swing, but no, Nade beats him to the punch. JV with the trade, but now he's going to have to figure out the final kill as well. Doesn't have the intel, now he does. He's figured out where that last player has gone towards with the run out happening here. Nade ready to move back in. Will he be able to get this clutch? It's a stick on him, he's got a few extra seconds. He won't be able to take this duel, but he tries to stick it instead.
Meanwhile, Handy's time on Furia was a bit different. Furia were focused on getting back to previous international success. Handyy had also been a standout player in Series B 2021, while, as I already mentioned, Nade had taken the year off. So more was expected of Handyy. Handyy attended the majors that Nade didn't. In Charlotte, Furia fell just short of top 8, while Berlin saw them take 5th to 8th after elimination by fellow Brazilian side FaZe Clan.
There's a break on the top of white. They're trying to pinch this player out. Cyber doesn't quite know the side to lean into. Doesn't have the support though. It's sprayed over the top. 2 more players for Rare to have to drive through. It's not possible. FaZe Clan.
So going into 2023, both brothers were hot prospects. Handyy was signed by FaZe, replacing old legends Astro and Cameraman, giving him a chance to write a new chapter of his competitive career alongside his new teammates. For Nade, though, his dad said he asked for a change and signed with W7M. Domestically, in 2023, FaZe and Handyy were dominant.
Alguma estratégia para tentar recuperar. Lagones com pouquíssima vida. Cyber consegue pegar mais uma. Lagones sozinho! Cyber!
FaZe won both stages of the Brazil League that year, including a win over Nade's W7M in Stage 2 playoffs. Now, weirdly, at the majors, the formula was reversed. Brazil's international dominance continued, but while FaZe went deep at both Copenhagen and Atlanta, they struggled to make grand finals, always running into a hot opponent in semis. Meanwhile, W7M, the 2023 Six Invitational runners-up, seemed to thrive in the major pressure cooker.
Until library's taken out, it's this three corners of the defense. There comes one kill and two. They managed to fight back with one clearing out library stairs. 2 versus 4 now.
Oh, that's all they've got to do is find these last two. It's all that stands between them and the silverware they have been chasing for so long. Parley rounds in, down he goes. It looks like there's one left standing. It's Volps as we enter the last 20 seconds.
He's got the diffuser in hand, he can move in. Des needs to find kills though.
I can't find it either.
In Copenhagen, W7M blew through the competition with a fearsome plus 36 round differential over the tournament, showing that they still intended to compete for the hammer at the next Invitational. And in Atlanta, they were the final boss, defending their previous major championship.
Against the world, against the Raging Bulls from Brazil, the region's most dominant force for years. A question posed in Montreal, a promise made in Copenhagen.
But both brothers delivered standout performances in Atlanta, and at the end of the season, their teams were seeded first and second at the Six Invitational. The two twins headed to the World Championship, both going above and beyond to take their teams to the top, both knowing that to win, they'd have to beat their brother. Both W7 and FaZe had a lot on the line going into SI. For W7M and Nade, if they lifted the hammer, they would literally write history. They would secure an unprecedented Triple Crown victory and avenge the team's second place finish at last year's Six Invitational. Meanwhile, Handyy was looking to help FaZe restore their old glory, and he was firing on all cylinders.
A quick re-peek, a 3K for the Finca, but Handyy goes for the retake. The beepers give away his position. He gets the flame! The sound cue falls on deaf ears!
Despite a few close series, FaZe eliminated South American, European, and North American teams en route to the grand final, including reigning world champions G2. Meanwhile, Nade struggled. W7M were sent to the lower bracket in their first series for an intense match against Wolves esports.
Bibu dies in JV92, KZ blown up by a Nitro cell. All it takes is Nade to die. He has to fight his way out of this position, but he won't get it done. Deadshot, securing the final kill, and Wolves will move forward.
But Nade wanted the crown. He wanted that grand finals match against his brother. So W7M went all the way.
Nade will hop over. He says, I don't really care. I'm going to flank this Monty from behind, who had no idea he vaulted over.
Oh no, Meffy.
Just such a good play from Nade right there to counter the Monty execute. Meffy doesn't take the 1-for-1. Great individual decision making by W7M. Likely a flawless in the making.
Through Dunn comes JV. 10 seconds. Someone has to get on it. Handyy denied first shot from JV. Are you kidding me? How the hell has he done that? Wizard, no chance. No magic tricks here. You can't save this round. JV with a massive clutch.
The Amaru of Ashen is on the other side with the shotgun out. Nade is ready for this. You better run for your goddamn life.
Oh, what?
How does that happen? Nade somehow wins the fight, Ashen kills Herds, and is now looking for more.
Every play you were seeing from W7M was very well executed, very well coordinated. I mean, this team, there's a reason why they won two major championships back-to-back, and they are now here pushing it to the finals.
And it's the Brazilian on G2 to get the pick, Alina. So far with every kill for his team through this round. G2 desperately searching to get on the board first, but Nade has been from down. He gets two and Herds seals the deal.
The plan going down, with or without a Monty, but here comes that Yokai. We spoke about it so much. He's got the right idea, but they get the throw. That's what they need. It's up to a 3. Tick. Save away.
We're going to overtime, guys! Virtus Pro, they're keeping W7M at the boundaries. His border, don't let the attackers in. Herds, he manages to find the first on to always. The crowd erupts, but Dan levels it off. JV92, KZ, no greater tale can be told this than hometown heroes that are looking to secure their last dance with destiny. W7M, they continue to push, they continue to see.
And so, against all odds, at the end of the bracket, the twins stood head-to-head on the biggest stage in Siege. FaZe versus W7M, an all-Brazil final. Twin versus twin.
We need to find who wrote the script for this, because this storyline is absolutely amazing. We've got two twin brothers playing on opposite teams against each other. And I believe this is the very first time in esports that this has happened.
The stage is set for an epic match. It certainly is. A stage filled to the brim, 10,000 people stacked to the rafters here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Already, these people have captured the hearts of Siege fans everywhere. Double push from Freezer, double push from Laundry, but it is Handyy onto Hurt. The opening shot for Fahey, and they double down, and Handyy gets aggressive. Close with a skeleton key. Lawless start for FaZe here in the grand final. FaZe have got the answers. Still one Nitrocell for KZ. Rips it, but misses KDS altogether. Yeah, he's still alive. And Philippox now top white makes his entry known. Flash, no, he's not one at all. KDS doesn't miss. KZ, though, can't clutch. And so far, it's all FaZe. And the smoke canister will just stall out the default plan for a little while longer. Little shift over, but Handy's got a good push coming in from Elbow. JB falls, and they know the last one remains inside of Freezer with no gas babes. The chance here for Nade is very unlikely. Does his twin brother come and finish the job off? Handyy wants to go for the peak. Nade, the red ping, a little bit of information up close from Pillar itself.
Handyy not only dominated the first map, he closed it out.
Shoulder to shoulder, they can push together. The flash, it's full white for Vidiking. No response comes through. Free for KZ before it falls to Handyy. Trades though, Pillar, one back by FaZe. Down to 2 versus 1. Davey with his battle. Handyy versus Philippox to try and seal this map for FaZe. It's down to Handyy. Philippox goes hunting. Kid not with him. Handyy for FaZe.
FaZe stunned W7M on Oregon 7-1, but Nade was instrumental in changing his team's fate on map 2, Bank.
W7M, they want to go for this plant. The gas baits come out to deny that position. Still time it, Nade comes to the drop. In a bit of an unexpected plant. Position doesn't come through the doorway. Gets into a different spot. Now goes for the plant. Doesn't stick it. Anticipating nitro cells, but they're already expended. Inside of the smoke, he is skewered when it comes to the vision for FaZe, and that plant will be successful. Now the retake is on for FaZe Clan. They just What kind of madman goes prone inside of a smoke? Response from KZ. Handyy can't catch it. W7M starting to make the magic happen at the most magical event.
With Intel Ops banned out, FaZe struggled to find a direction to flow, and W7M superstar Herds was happy to push back the tide.
Herds took the advance on the window, might go for a punch and a quick peek. With the right timing, he might find Cyber from behind.
Yeah, Cyber just outside Terrace, wanting to make his way in towards Hot Square. Hasn't done it. No! Timing! A couple of seconds later, and Herds may have missed that opportunity. Great opening kill for W7M. That's the kind of aggression that Jesse told us at halftime he's expecting. He desires from W7M, but one back from KDS. Really strong kill. Oh, Nitrocell from Hertz is even stronger, and it makes its impact known. Once again, a 4-on-3.
We know how important the rappel game is, so a huge Nitro there.
50 seconds left and 4-on-3 for W7M. FaZe starting to go for that top square push, third in the round for Hertz. Oh, they got here! It's a quad kill from Hertz. The back-to-back major champions have arrived here at the arena. Well and truly.
FaZe's Vidiking wasn't going to let it slip away that easily, but W7M slammed the door shut in a frantic bid to avoid overtime.
With 20 seconds left in the round, they have now gone for a hatch drop through Solve, the incendiary bolt to clear out. Oh, right there! You could have just shot it with your gun! It's Davey that gets the opening kill. Suddenly it's falling apart for FaZe, but drop is unsuccessful. It's advantage for W7M. Time, the biggest factor. Solve has the second inside of the plan. Nitrocell doesn't hit the mark. Drop down KDS, getting by the kill.
Next, on Skyscraper, FaZe's map, W7M first put up an incredible defense that FaZe struggled to get around.
Down to 20 seconds on the rappel, outside of Karaoke, T-Room, stacked, double defense, Philippox, good angle, gets rid of the Montag. They're just struggling to find a foothold in towards the site, kicked down, over at the stairs, into red time we go. Where's the response? No, they can't push through. versus 1. With a massive round, an attacking round would be so crucial for FaZe. They need it, they desire it. He's gonna will his way against Nade. No! What kind of support player clutches up a 1 versus 1? It's only Nade.
But the round after one brother clutched, the other did, giving FaZe their first attacking round.
Looking to seek down and track these final members. The drop, it's successful, but regardless, KDS lost his life. Handyy got the knock down. JV to one-on-one against Philippox, left side corner. Yes, Handy's done it! Finally! At the death for FaZe.
On defense, FaZe showed why they chose the map, even as Nade tried desperately to give them a round.
W7M off the back of that tactical timeout. KZ entry, gets rid of the frostbite, but it's Guman, and he's just getting lit up as well. Player in the doorway, hits the headshot, but unfortunately he's losing teammates. What a shot from Nade! So pivotal. Souls is low, but he can't find the information. It's a double kill. They get rid of themselves. There's the player from Nade outside of the balcony. He can play the rappel. He's got the plant down.
He can play it from down below.
No!
It's a double jump out, but it's a success for FaZe.
The smoke goes out, skewers the vision, and JV's down. The trades are coming through. FaZe standing strong in a 2 versus 2, looking to take this third map for themselves. Where's Hurts? They lose Philippox. It's only down to Hurts here in this moment. He's got 2 flashes in a 1 versus 2, with a lot of time still remaining, but he's spotted shot. Take the map.
Handy's round was enough to close out defense, but Border, a far faster, more fluid map, would be next. But W7M was making Border look easy, and FaZe took an early timeout, rallying in the next round and forcing Nade into a desperate 1v3.
No response initially from Souls. Now he gets up. Position known from Nade. Goes pro. The vault over. It's clean. And look who's still alive on the other side. It's his brother, Handyy. Nade. Oh! He knows. Shuts down his brother.
But with Nade trying to repeat his clutch heroics again, Handyy was able to grab FaZe their first defensive round.
Nade, with belief in his heart, he spots one on the shoulder peak. There's the one. Swing, Handyy!
W7M looked shaky almost immediately.
Expecting that though from Philippox, smart. And oh! What do I just see? Nade's walked in front of Philippox! Just has to hold this angle and wins it out. That's going to be the wrap for FaZe. 2 in a row. Sorry Philippox, but the dream is not going to come through.
W7M started to prey on Handyy overextending solo and held strong.
Jirik through lobby, back and forth they go. He finds the kill, opens up sight. He's got kit, and now on sight itself, it's Nade. He's been so good in the clutch. This is no support player. He's the clutch king at the moment. Cyber with a pistol. Nade's done it. Philippox has done it.
Those mirror windows are going to be key in locking down this offense position. Double from
Crazy! 3 kills! Response from Jirik. He has to pull the pistol out at that point, and maybe again, but the knife shut down. We are going a distance.
For only the second time ever, the Six Invitational Grand Finals needed a 5th and deciding map. Unlike the previous maps, Labs doesn't heavily favor attack or defense, which should have put the Twins on an even playing field. But Handyy got off to a hot start.
It just feels like it's starting. No! Finds his way, doubles down, triples down. Nitrocell as well, can't get shot! Like the Nitrocell, W7M are imploding. FaZe are exploding.
It looked over for W7M.
Keep pushing and you might be able to win this one for W7M. It feels so pivotal, so vital. The battle towards Blue can't be won, no cyber. It's a 5-1 lead for FaZe Clan.
Handyy was popping off too, top fragging for FaZe heading into round 7.
It just has that feeling that it's all falling apart for W7M once again. That this final hurdle for FaZe might just finally be overcome. Red pings, KZ, it's not happening, is it? But it is happening for FaZe. 1 round away
W7M's climb out of the hole seemed impossible. Even if they had a chance in hell, they could no longer afford to lose a single round.
Jirik and Handyy, side by side, brother in arms, and now the drop from Handyy, expecting one to be behind the tank, but not to be, and now he questions where they very well may be on the site itself. Jirik as well. Well, there he is, KZ. You wanted to find him, and he finds you. So does Nade. Tries to bank off of that wall. The flash, Souls will fall. No more Candelas. Nicely done from Bird, starting to get involved. But it is Fahey's. They bring it back to a 3-on-3, and Cyber as well. And he can get almost another one. That can cement it. No. 2 versus 2. Nade still has a nitro cell, and they get that through Hurt. Here he comes. He makes it.
Slowly but surely, Nade and W7M clawed their way back into the map.
20 seconds, time arguably on the side of W7M. Candela thrown, entry has been made, but Felipe gets on the flank. Souls though, now tries to respond, can't find the headshot, doesn't even get the down. Felipe stays alive, at least enough to deny in terms of time, of which is running out for Souls. He has to stick to plan. We know he cannot, we know we cannot. 6-4, 2 more rounds. Surely it doesn't come down to the brothers. Nade and Handyy, 20 seconds. There's one for Felipe on Dimitri. It very well may come down to the twins themselves to settle this final. 15 seconds and the drop from Souls, playing behind Handyy, who still needs to get the kid onto the floor, and Souls will fall to Nade. Handyy in the 1 versus 2, deep into red time. He can't finish it. He's on brother. He's on bloody brother. Tactical timeout. FaZe Clan from 6-1 down. W Sakiami and brought it all the way back. Souls don't win the initial shot as Jirik fought. Infinite overtime. It's upon us. Oh, surely it is.
W7M need to be careful. FaZe could isolate them in these positions. I mean, look at Nade. He's stuck prone. If he's hunted down by FaZe, it will flip the round in their favor. Keep in mind, Solace also in play.
Put holes to deal with. Def not mind shot out. Flashbang. Force him to be full white. Handyy for the cross. It's successful. Feet showing behind the desk. And that's a nice kill. Handyy up by himself. The 1 versus 2. Shot from Handyy. Through the soft wall. Felipe stays alive. That was the 1 versus 1. Behind the bomb chassis. Handy's got himself the diffuser. The pistol's out.
W7M fought all the way back to overtime, and they were finally just 1 round away from glory.
I've never seen anything like this. Watch it and soak it all in. From 6-1 down, W7M are on the verge of not just creating history, but beginning a dynasty. Is this the moment? Nade with the entry, now looking to open up the castle barricade. Still a lot of time, mind you, on the clock. You can see it on the top of your screen. KZ will go down and will stay down. Cyber. JV! What an acute angle! More to come, no! Handyy, Nade on the other side, wanting to be that annoying brother, and Handyy will fall through the hatch. 3 versus 3.
And it's the smokes that are stalling out this push. So W7M have to wait for their moment.
It's all direct. It's enough down. No! 3 versus 1. Is this the moment where we can crown a new champion, a new dynasty to be created? And
Nade did it. He made the comeback, beat his brother, and lifted the hammer. And as the crowd remained on their feet, the twin brothers embraced. Even though his team didn't win, Handyy played out of his mind.
And brother in arm, and 2 sides to the tail, and commiserations to FaZe. But oh, they were the best dancing partner anyone could have in this last dance. They played their part.
It was the perfect combination. The greatest ever series on home soil, twin brothers on either side. For years, those twin brothers dreamed an intense stream together. But this is a competition, and until the next time they face off, only one can have their dream come true.
Your Six Invitational 2024 champions, W7M!
That is a little bit Hulk Hogan, actually. Finger guns on the main stage of the Invitational. If you're not, you're actually griefing.